Want to know where my passion for BarrelUp, for baseball started? You want to know? It all started on a baseball field just like this, catching barrels at an early age. Welcome to BarrelUp Podcast. I can't get enough. Good afternoon, everybody. This is your host, John Carlos, and today we are going to talk about the most devastating news that has been going around MLB and all the MLB fans. You guys already know Fernando Tatis Jr. tests positive for a substance called clostebol, banned performance-enhancing drug for Major League Baseball, and he is immediately suspended 80 games. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, BarrelUp Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, BarrelUp_baseball. Like this video, comment down below. And also follow us on our website, BarrelUp Baseball Pro. Thank you guys so much for all the support. We do have our baseball academy up and running, thank God. And thanks to you guys that have been there since day one. We're located in 655 East 233rd Street, Bronx, New York. Zip code 10466. Manny Ramirez, Alex Rodriguez, Robinson Cano. Should I keep going? Now we have Fernando Tatis Jr., Nelson Cruz also. A lot of Dominican players have been tainted with steroids. How many more Dominican players at that are going to not take into consideration that we're ruining the game? We're ruining the game. Fernando Tatis Jr., an all-star, a superstar, right, for the San Diego Padres, who, in my opinion, did not need to even think about steroids. We all know he's coming off an injury, his wrist. We all know that he's, if not arguably or was, the face of baseball at one time in his short career. 2 years of exhibition for Fernando Tatis. A .292 career hitter, 81 home runs. All I have to say is that it's a very big disappointment. A very big disappointment for the fans, for the Padres, for the front office of the Padres, as they deem him to be not trustworthy. And I'm going to talk to you today about everything, how it started and everything, right? Because Fernando Tatis Jr. has been a controversial player, and it all has a commencement. This news of him testing positive isn't the only disappointing news. Just this past offseason, Fernando Tatis Jr. was in Dominican Republic and was in an accident where he broke his wrist. He comes into the 22 season, into spring training, and then once spring training starts, that's where we discover that Fernando Tatis Jr. is injured. Just last year, the Padres were in a pennant race, and things didn't pan out. So it's very disappointing to see that this young star, phenom, is throwing his career away, as we see. Don't get it twisted, guys. He's a superstar. Superstar, one of the best shortstops in the game. Steroids or not, but you have to stay clean and you have to stay on the field. Fernando Tatis Jr. has been battling injuries in and out in his young career, and now there's a lot of things that are going to go into play. He's going to lose, on average, $2 million from his contract. He's not going to get paid until the commencement of next year, when he does finally start playing MLB again. He will not be playing in the World Baseball Classic, as he's suspended from that too, right? He was just on the cover of MLB The Show. He was an ambassador, or the face of Adidas baseball. That's a question mark now. He's the face of many brands. Fernando Tatis Jr. was a superhero to many young stars, a role model. But that's down the drain. And you can also take this into consideration. The Hall of Fame push, no longer. No longer. I, as a fan, first and foremost, of the game of baseball, I love the game of baseball. I'm very disappointed. There's no excuse for this. And to hear from his mouth the excuse of, I was taking a medication to treat ringworm, and I did not know that it contained clostebol, the banned substance. I don't think that was a smart move. I would have just said, that I'm responsible for these actions, that I'm going to start serving my 80 games immediately, and that I apologize, as he did, to his teammates, to the fans of baseball. But that excuse, come on, nobody's going to buy it. I think that the question is more of an emotional state. He has to learn how to control his emotions. We do see him when he's on the field that he's the center of attention, making the diving plays, going all out. But we also see him, as we saw last year, I don't know if you guys remember, when he was arguing in the dugout with Manny Machado. Manny Machado, who is, to me and to most, the leader of that team. We do see a lot of immaturity in Fernando Tatis Jr., a lot of immaturity. With a contract that was given to him for $340 million, 13-year contract. As soon as you sign that contract, everything changes, right? The Padres have given you so much trust and responsibility, and I don't think he has really stepped 2 feet on earth to understand, okay, I am an MLB superstar. I'm a role model. I'm here. I signed the contract for so many years. I'm responsible. I gotta be there. And on top of that, the Tatis family this week hasn't been a good one for them. Why? Because his younger brother in the White Sox organization gets released. I can only imagine how Fernando Tatis Sr., his role model, right? Role model for a lot of players, how he feels. I don't think he wanted his son to take this route. How many more players, and I got to say it like this, how many more Dominican players are going to taint our name with the steroid use, with the banned substances? Like, give me a break. Think about it, guys. There's a lot of players, a lot of people that say, oh, no, because Major League Baseball only tests predominantly Latino Dominican players. But think about it. We're the ones getting caught. Every time that Major League Baseball tests for steroids on one of our players, not every time, but most of the time, we're dirty. It's time to change the game. I'm not saying that this is the end of Fernando Tatis' career. Of course it's not. But he's going to have to turn the page. Turn the page. Seek some counseling. Because $340 million for a young player like that, that's a lot of money. The ego goes like this. I don't know, man. I didn't want to start BarrelUp Podcast, a new season like this. But I had to cover it. I asked the fans, should I cover it? Yes. They said yes, most of you guys. And I thank you. So here we are. The San Diego Padres, Manny Machado, said something along the lines like this, saying that we haven't had Tatis the whole year. It's unfortunate that he has to go through this, but hopefully he learns, and we're going to work to have him next year as we need him to become the player that we know that he can. Clevenger was a little bit pissed off, saying, I'm very disappointed in him. We're very disappointed. This is not the first time he does something where he lets the team down. It's not all about him, right? You have to think about your teammates. I don't knock him for it, man. Fernando, we still love you. I still love you, man. And I think you deserve a second chance. But it's about time that you mature a little bit and take your career in control of your hands. Put it in your hands and rock it, man. I hope that this is the last time that I have to speak about a Dominican player. Think about it, man. We're ambassadors. I'm a coach. I'm a podcast host. Promoting the game of baseball. Promoting the future, the youth. This is not the way, man. This is not the way, and it's very devastating. I want to know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. Will we see rejuvenated Fernando Tatis Jr. in 2023? What do you guys think? let it all down here. Let it go here on the comment box. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And this is very devastating, very disappointing. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't buy that excuse. And until next year for Fernando Tatis, you're still an all-star. You're still a great player. But it's time to change. This is BarrelUp Podcast.